Hello, and welcome to the Tavern Chat Podcast. I am your host, Eric Tenkaria, bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at Tenkar's Tavern Blog, Discord server, music group, Facebook group, Twittering, Instagram, and youtube.com/ Eric Tenkar, ErikTenkar. It's where Bad Mike and I, on Wednesday nights, we do a live stream for Talking Crit, and where Joe the Lawyer and myself will be doing a live stream every other Friday night for the Iron Rations live stream. And it's where I do occasional, like today, if you want to check it out, I did an unboxing of or review/unboxing of the $1 RPG dice sets that you can get at Dollar Tree. Some stores apparently have them. I don't know if my local one did. I ordered a case of 24 dice to my house at $24 a case, plus I think $9.50 or so shipping. But if you order a case to the stores, there's no shipping fee. But in any case, you can grab that at youtube.com/Eric Tenkar. I'll be doing some more of that stuff. So what do we have on the agenda for today? Well, I'm going to go back to my AD&D roots, but I'm going to go back and do something that I don't think I ever did. Oh my God, in 40 plus years? I'm actually going to read the back of the player's handbook. And why is that important? Because I was looking through it and I wanted to discuss monks, a class that was dropped, I guess, in favor of the bard. Well, the bard wasn't 1E, but a standalone bard class. Monks got dropped, assassins got dropped in 2E. But here's what I find from the back of the player's handbook. Again, I don't think I ever read this before at all. No more searching through stacks of books and magazines to find out what you need to know. Because at the time, if you wanted to play AD&D, or if you wanted to play, I guess, G1? The G series was released before the DMG came out, so you didn't have the charts, right? You had to get combat tables for somewhere else. No more searching through stacks of books and magazines to find out what you need to know. The Player's Handbook. And I always, in my mind, thought there was an apostrophe in the players, as in, it belongs to multiple players, but no, there's no apostrophe. Puts it all at your fingertips, including all recommended character classes: fighters, paladins, rangers, magic users, etc. Note that it didn't say all official. It doesn't say all character classes. All recommended character classes. And right there, right from that spot, I see a chink in the armor of Gary's first edition, impervious to third-party publishers, theory, right? What was the reason for 1E? Standardized play at tournaments, but more importantly, people, other publishers, smaller publishers, but nonetheless, other publishers were making money publishing unofficial rules, filling in the holes in the rules for original D&D. And groups were playing the rules differently at different tables. So AD&D was supposed to be the rules that rule them all. Let's make everything easy, set it up so everybody's playing with the same set of rules. Didn't happen that way, by the way. Did not. Wish I could say it did. I don't think I ever set up 2 different tables of 2 different groups and actually played it the same way. But even here on the back cover of the Player's Handbook, Gary is saying all recommended classes, not all classes. Apparently, despite the stated reason for AD&D, there was an acknowledgement on the back cover of the Player's Handbook that there will be other classes, that players, campaigns, maybe other publications will offer alternative classes. I find that very interesting. All right, so also character races: dwarves, elves, gnomes, half-orcs, humans. Half-orcs are more important than halflings, right? Halflings don't even make the list. Really, what's missing from that list is half-elves and halflings. I guess they couldn't fit them in. Character level statistics, equipment lists with costs, spell listings by level, and descriptions of effects, including many new spells. As a dungeon adventurer or a dungeon master, you will find the content of this book to be what you have been waiting for. All useful material is now compiled under one cover, especially for players. So this is all the useful information that you need. Well, except for combat tables, right? And saving throw tables. Those were put into the DMG. Now, why were they put into the DMG? I have a theory. I have a theory that those tables were put into the DMG to ensure that people bought the DMG. Because I'll be honest with you, what does the DMG have besides advice, right? And instructions on how to run this. But if you run a game, right, you don't refer to the DMG. During a game session as a game master, how often did you refer to the DMG after you started playing the game, right? What, for magic items? Really, campaigns have unique magic items. Combat tables. And once I had, the DM screen with the combat tables and the saving throws, guess what? My DMG was not opened up again. Except, again, for finding some magic items, or somebody had a question about how their particular magic item worked. If everything you needed was in this player's handbook, now remember the DMG is, about twice the size of the player's handbook, but all those rules are mostly rulings. Okay? Everything that you need is in the player's handbook or the monster manual. Player's handbook, the monster manual, and a GM screen, a DM screen is all you needed to really run with money. Everything else at DMG, not needed. Now, I didn't have a monster manual to start, so I used the chart at the back of the DMG to fill in for my monster manual, but then I didn't realize that HD was not HP. Small issue. That took me a summer to figure out. Yeah, my players were just plowing through shit. But I'm thinking now, for the first time, that was a marketing choice. That was a marketing choice to ensure sales of the DMG. Which is why, the players have, the Monster Manual came out first. Why? Monster Manual comes out first because you can still use the creatures there with OD&D or with basic D&D BX. Player's Handbook, because people hack things together, right? They extrapolated those combat charts and saving throws. But then when they jumped the gun and got out the G series before the DMG came out and people wanted to play these high-level characters, you had the Player's Handbook that said how you could, but you didn't have the charts. So they had to put the charts in an issue of Dragon magazine. Think about it. Player's Handbook, Monster Manual, and I don't know what issue it was. Probably something in the 40s. Was probably all you needed. You didn't have to spend that money on the DMG. Go figure that one out. Folks, as always, we are in the midst of a pandemic. I can't believe how many times I had to say this. Use your common sense. All right. As a community, we are stronger with you than without you. We want you healthy, not ill. We want your family and loved ones and friends and community to be as healthy as possible, taking common sense precautions. All right? Use your common sense. Be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those dice. And if you want to support this podcast, if you want to support everything that the tavern does, Humble Bundle is how you can support. We have a link, and it's 10cars-tavern.com/Humble Bundle. 10cars-tavern/Humble Bundle. Right now, you still have the campaign cartographer bundle, the mapping software from, I guess, was it Pro Fantasy? That's a bundle that's up there right now. God, what's the RPG books? Oh, 40K, Warhammer 40K has 2 of their series. The RPG books are up there. There is stuff that you might want to grab. If you go through 10cars-tavern.com/Humble Bundle, any purchase you make goes towards supporting this podcast and the tavern in general. And I do appreciate it. All right, folks. God willing, Manani.